What we're going to do now is prepare this heart disease data for machine learning. So go ahead and make a copy of it. File, save a copy of drive, and we'll also call this one prep ml. And recall what we actually need to do this. We need to establish that there are no null values and all numerical columns before setting up what our x and y is going to be. So go ahead and run the code, and then let's check df.info. Okay, and we'll run that. And what we see here, 303 rows, all of them are non-null, and all columns are numerical, so that's great. So all we have to do is now establish x and y. Well, in this particular data set, it's actually normal to predict the target column. This is why it's called the target. And this is actually whether somebody has a heart disease or not. So that is going to be our y value. Furthermore, everything else is totally valid here as an x, right? The default is, hey, use everything. This all seems like it could be valuable information. I can tell you many times when you have a data set like this that's clean and ready to go, it has been pre-cleaned. I can tell you. In the real world, data is very messy. So let's go ahead and establish x and y. So y is going to be the last column. Okay, so for last column, I can use df.iloc, index location. You can also call it out by name. Take all rows in just the last column. Now, if my x is going to be everything else, okay, I want all the rows. Now I want all the columns, starting with the first all the way up to and excluding the last column, okay? Note this subtle but huge difference. If you just say -1, that's the last column. But if you start with a colon, that's starting with 0, and it goes all the way up to and excluding what you end with, which in this case would be the last column. Now it's very important to check it. So we'll check, say, our y first, y.head. That's how I like to check it. I like to look at the data, get verification. And you can see we do have our target columns. And then I'll check x.head with the hope that it excluded that and kept everything else. And you can see that it did. Okay? So if your data is in good shape, that's sometimes all it will take. Checking that it's non-null, all numerical, then establishing y, what you want to predict, and x, your input columns for the machine learning model.